So we also went to Buku Festival there in New Orleans, and that's a electric disco music event. And that's a lot of children on drugs and, under the influence of just all types of just psychedelics and delectables that's going to adjust your atmosphere, and they were having a good time, a lot of these kids. And they had, just a lot of them just looked like they'd just been attacked by just beaten with big glitter dicks. The boys and the girls they had glitter and bruises on their bodies, and just looked like people had just been beaten with big cold, just ice cold dicks made out of glitter. And we saw Run the Jewels band, and that is a mixed couple of men that get up there and really put it together. And we saw a couple of other bands that I didn't really get into, but they had kids dressed up like rabbits and all type of animals, outdoor animals, and they were chewing on pieces of plastic, and like children, dude. They were hopped up on that dust, They were hopped up on that dust, man. And I've been out there, I'm not judging these kids. I've been out there, I remember one time in Las Vegas being under the influence of some type of drugs and meeting this lady, and she said she was a mystic, right? And she knew where there was a warp zone, right? And I was high, dude. You gotta be high to think somebody knows where there's a warp zone, thinking back on it. And next thing you know, it's 11 a.m., dude, and I'm milling around Las Vegas with this lady. We're probably about 30 miles outside of the city. Got near some rocks and stuff, and I got scared. That's when I started sobering up and got scared, and I was pretty, I was bent out on that dust. So I've been going through some tough times at that point. But yeah, if you know a woman, she wore like a parachute or a cape, and this lady's probably in her late 40s, and you just got to be careful. And that's what I don't like about some of those drug-induced events, is that things can go astray quickly. And you could end up, first you're with your friends and you chewing on plastic and having fun. And next thing you know, you're out looking for a warp zone with a woman in her, light 50s or heavy 40s in the desert. And so that's really alarming stuff. But that was called Buku Music Festival down there in New Orleans.